Alright, so this one's for all the vibe coders and beginners out there. I'm gonna do my best to keep it real and talk about both sides of vibe coding. Also, this video isn't about whether AI will replace programmers, designers, or other white-collar jobs. To be honest, I don't know if the hype is real or not. I don't know if it'll take my job in 6 months or 6 years. I'm just here to talk about this vibe coding trend that's been spreading like a virus. So what even is vibe coding? In simple terms, it's coding without coding. You use AI models to build your entire app. You don't write a single line yourself, not even for debugging. If the app doesn't work the way you wanted, you don't touch the code. You just keep prompting until it feels right. You're basically just vibing, hence the name. I get it. On the surface, it sounds super tempting. No need to learn coding. Just explain what you want in plain English, build cool apps, and make some sweet cash. And I'm not going to argue whether these AI models can build useful stuff all on its own. Let's assume it can. But still, here are a few points that make me skeptical about vibe coding. Feel free to fight me in the comments. If it's that easy to build an app, then what's stopping literally everyone from building the same thing? It's basic supply and demand. We pay coders, writers, designers, plumbers, and other professionals because we can't do it ourselves. If anyone can vibe code your app, why would they choose yours? And most importantly, why would they pay you for it? That brings me to the second point. So you're telling me you're not smart enough for coding, but somehow a marketing genius who can attract paying users. Just because you can build something doesn't mean people will use it. Selling is way harder than coding. If you've got no experience in marketing, and no budget for ads or branding, your app is probably just gonna float around the internet with 0 downloads. Now combine that with point 1. Since everyone can build, the market gets saturated fast. If you're just prompting AI to create your app, chances are you're also letting it write your landing page, your emails, your poster designs, your copy. And guess what? It all ends up looking like AI slop. The same bland, robotic stuff everyone else is posting. No soul, no edge. Here's the cold truth. Paid users don't act like Twitter followers. The internet is overflowing with free to-do lists, budget trackers, and calendar clones. People are so used to free tools, they won't even blink at yours unless it offers something amazing. Ask any SaaS founder, they'll tell you the harsh reality. Unless your idea is next level, don't waste your time building yet another productivity app. And that brings me to my final point. If you had such an amazing idea, what stopped you from building it before? Be honest. It's not like non-technical people were banned from starting companies before all this vibe coding nonsense came around. In my career, almost half the founders I've worked with weren't technical at all. They had the idea, they pitched it, they found the right people, and they got it built. If you got an amazing idea, money and talent will follow. That's how it works. Sure, there are nuances, like whether you found the right devs and investors, whether the market was ready for your product, or whether you're competing against a giant monopoly. But I can't code has never been the real barrier. Vibe coding is just an excuse to skip the actual work, and gives a false sense of productivity. Now you might be thinking, if vibe coding has all these flaws, why is it blowing up? Are you familiar with this phenomenon? During a gold rush, sell shovels. The hype is strong, and everyone's trying to cash in. Tech companies and influencers are all trying to get a piece of the pie. Vibe coding is the new just learn to code bro. Out of 14 million people who watched this amazing video, how many did you think became a full-time developer? And the video is free. Now, out of all the people who are spending real money and a lot of time on vibe coding, how many did you think will get paid users? I'm not here to call anyone out, but I see the pattern. Whenever I see these posts, I check the profile. And yep, 9 times out of 10, they're either shitposting for clout or selling their own AI course. I understand and see the value in a React or Python course, but if you need a cursor tutorial, you ain't gonna make it. Now, let me talk to the junior devs for a sec. I'm gonna be straight with you. Vibe coding is probably the worst thing you can do for your career right now. I've said this before, but I'll add a few new thoughts. Yeah, the market's tough, and it's only going to get harder to break in. Like I said earlier, I don't know if AI models will replace developers, but if you think it will, then get out now. The market's already oversaturated. Don't play around. If you're staying, double down, keep learning, keep building. The first to get replaced will be the vibe coders. The ones who thrive will be those who know how to guide the tools, not just follow them. Learn how to work with AI. Treat it like a co-pilot, not an autopilot. I will say it again. Treat it like a co-pilot, not an autopilot. For example, if you understand CSS, you can describe the design and see how it implements it. Then look at the code and say, yeah, it makes sense, without going deep into everything. But you can't do that when you have no idea what it's doing. I mean, you can, but shouldn't. When your AI-generated design breaks in some weird edge case, you won't know why. Maybe you will think, should have used a better prompt. That's not coding. That's outsourcing your entire thinking process. Practice the basics. Instead of vibing, try to write most of the code yourself. Solve small problems. Write boring functions. It builds muscle memory. Train your brain for real challenges. A couple of days ago, I saw Prime react to this article, and the last part really stuck with me. When you are using AI, you are sacrificing knowledge for speed. Sometimes it's worth making this trade-off. Though, it is important to remember that even the best athletes in the world are still doing their basic drills for a reason. Facts. I'll drop the article link. Definitely check it out. And just to be clear, I am loving these new AI models. They made me way more productive. Also helps in writing, planning, or solving very specific issues, so I don't have to Google or look on Reddit. AI as a tool will transform society and change the way we learn and build cool things. But this mindless vibe coding virus won't be a part of it.